There's a new tradition in Nairobi or in Kenya that I have seen. There's something that is called the Nairobi Pizza Festival. I want you to think about that. This is a group of presumably Kenyans who have come together to have a food festival to celebrate foreign food. They would never celebrate any Kenyan food. Never. I have never heard of Nairobi Githeri Festival or Nairobi Chapati Festival or Nairobi Matoke Festival. And this is the usual thing that we've come to expect from the self-hating people of Kenya. That, and we mean the elite. This is not being organized by people who live in the slums. This is being organized by the elite that strongly feels that they are Europeans. They feel that they are Mzungu, they are not African. So they come out to celebrate their culture, which is European culture, except they are not Europeans, they're Africans. So you see, they elevate everything that is foreign, is elevated and is put on a pedestal to be worshipped. Now, this Italian food is put on a on a pedestal to be worshipped. It even has its own festival. I want you to think of any traditional African festival that Kenyans celebrate. Think of any, just one. Can you think of any? Can you think of any? You probably cannot, right? But there's a festival celebrating European food. And so the message to the masses is always clear. What is foreign must be honored. It is better than what you have. It is superior than what you have, because the foreigner is superior to you. Whatever you are is inferior. Whatever they are is superior. Whatever you eat is inferior. Whatever they eat is superior. Now, that is irritating and annoying on its own. But let's put emotions aside. Like we always say, the issue is not emotions. The issue is always money. Always follow the money. Now, when you elevate Italian food in Kenya, what are you doing? What you're doing is you're creating a new market for Italian food in Kenya. Now, pizza requires cheese. Now, we know that cheese is not a popular product in Kenya. Very few Kenyans regularly buy and use cheese, right? Now, I want you to think, if this festival works and they're able to convert 50% of the population to be eating pizza, what that means is that you open up a huge market for cheese that does not exist right now. Now, where do you think the cheese will come from? It will come from Italy. It will have a foreign source. So you're creating new market opportunities for the foreigner. So, and as you create this market opportunity for foreigners, you are denying yourself the same market. You're losing market to foreigners. And so who's pushing this pizza festival? It's Africans. So just think what could be going on in the brains of these Africans. Most Kenyans are truly out of their mind in the most respectful way. They are truly out of their minds. This is insanity. Something is wrong with the brain. There has to be something wrong, because how do you push market share for foreign products? And half of you live in slums. Half the population of Kenya lives in slums. How do you push market for foreign products? Should you not be having a Githeri festival in Italy to encourage them to eat a Kenyan dish so that you can be the one to export to them that dish? That's what you do. I mean, even if you have an IQ of 70, surely you can see that this is not in your interest to be importing foreign foods. It truly is not in your interest. Now, politically, this looks very bad. But we very well know we do have a Ministry of Culture. But as usual, they are partners in pushing for this. So what is the mind of the African? You know, you have to wonder. We have a Ministry of Culture, and their partners in pushing this. They would never push anything Kenyan. So you wonder, their ministry of whose culture? Are they ministry of Kenyan culture, or are they ministry of foreign cultures? But like we always say, the elite always acts in the best interests of foreigners. When you see the level of poverty in Kenya, it's not a coincidence. It's the logical result of self-sabotage and basically suicidal political, economic, and cultural policies. And this is just an example of it. And you can see all these foreign-owned companies have lined up to push for this. Now, let us not even go into the health effects of eating processed, highly refined processed products, food products. We know the consequences: diabetes, cancer, all this sort of thing. But you can see all the foreign companies, and all these companies, as you can see in these images, you can clearly see that they're all foreign owned, because Kenyans own nothing. From the media, you can see the radio stations there. Everything is foreign owned. So it is basically foreigners pushing their culture in Kenya through the agency of local Africans who are brainwashed enough to believe that they themselves are foreign. And it's always about money, because Coca-Cola will make a lot of money from this, because they're associating themselves with this. It's about money. I don't know why people can't see. It's always about money. This is business. And cultures that are effective in making money, they know how to push things like this. Cultures that are not effective at making money and creating wealth never seem to realize that they are being played. And it's obvious that we are being played. And so, personally, I'm opposed to this on so many levels. From the health point of view, these are not good things to be eating. From a political point of view, why should we be eating Italian food and celebrating it? Italians despise Africans. Can't you remember what they did to Balotelli? He was crying almost every week on the pitch because of the hatred they have for Africans. But not in Kenya. In Kenya, you're celebrating their food. They're calling you monkey. When you go in Italy and you're walking around as an African, they will throw bananas at you to remind you that you are a monkey. But in Kenya, you're worshipping and celebrating their food. Something is wrong with you. This has to stop. This nonsense has to end. It has to stop. We must begin celebrating self. That has to happen. So we must become the generation that says, no more. This stops with us. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Kenya's time has come. Our time has come. Your time has come. A time to succeed and not fail. A time to grow wealth and not poverty. A time to go up and not down. It's time for you to stop walking and drive your car. Stop renting and buy yourself a house. It's your time to get blessed. Join the CCV movement, and together let us kick poverty and unemployment out of Kenya. Become a member today. Donate what you can. And remember that the CCV is the only political organization in Kenya that is squarely built upon Christian values, unlike the rest. We'll see you next time. Thank you.